Long ago, in a land of golden sunshine, lived a very old and very wise man named Abraham. He had a son named Isaac, whom he loved dearly. One day, Abraham called his most trusted servant, Camin, to his side. Camin, Abraham said, I want you to go on a grand adventure. Travel far back to the land of my people, and find a kind and brave wife for my son, Isaac. Camin bowed low, promising to follow God's leading on this important mission. Camin set off on the long, dusty road. He wasn't alone, though. He brought along 10 big, bumpy camels carrying treasures of gold, jewelry, and fine clothes. The sun was hot, and the sand was crunchy under their hooves. Step clop, step clop. Camin looked at the horizon, wondering, how will I ever find the right girl among so many people? Only God knows the way. After many days of traveling, Camin arrived at a well outside the city of Nahor. It was evening, the time when the women came out to draw water. Camin knelt down and whispered a secret prayer. Dear God, please show me the one. When I ask a girl for a drink, if she says, drink, and I will water your camels too, then I will know she is the one you chose for Isaac. Suddenly, a beautiful young woman named Rebecca appeared. She carried a heavy clay jar on her shoulder. She moved with grace and had a sparkle of kindness in her eyes. Rebecca didn't know it yet, but her whole life was about to change. She walked down to the spring, filled her jar, and started to head back home. Camin ran to meet her. Please, he said. Could I have a small sip of water from your jar? Rebecca didn't hesitate for a second. Drink, my lord, she said quickly, lowering the heavy jar to her hand so he could drink easily. She was so generous and polite to a complete stranger. But then, the most amazing thing happened. Rebecca saw the 10 thirsty camels, and her heart was moved. I will draw water for your camels too until they have finished drinking, she exclaimed. Do you know how much a thirsty camel drinks? A lot. Rebecca ran back and forth to the well, pouring water into the trough until every single camel was happy and full. Camin watched her in silence, his heart thumping with joy. God had answered his prayer. He took out a heavy gold nose ring and 2 sparkling gold bracelets. Whose daughter are you? He asked. When she told him she was related to Abraham, Camin bowed his head and thanked God right then and there. He gave her the beautiful jewelry as a thank you for her hard work. Rebecca ran home as fast as her legs could carry her to tell her family the news. Her brother, Silas, saw the gold sparkling on her arms and hurried out to meet the visitor. Come in, blessed of the Lord, Silas shouted. They prepared a big feast for Camin, but he wouldn't eat a single bite until he told them the story of how God led him to Rebecca. The next morning, Camin was ready to go. Will you go with this man? Rebecca's family asked her. It was a big decision to leave her home forever, but Rebecca was brave. I will go, she said firmly. She said her goodbyes, climbed onto a camel, and began the long journey to her new home and her new husband. Back in the land of Canaan, Isaac was walking in the fields at sunset, thinking and praying. He looked up and saw camels approaching. When Rebecca saw Isaac, she hopped down from her camel. It was love at first sight. Isaac took Rebecca into his home, and she became his wife. God had brought them together across the desert, proving that he always keeps his promises.